Hi boys and girls, it's now time for math. So if you don't have your math books out with a pencil, pause this video, go get your supplies, and I'll be waiting. Okay, so before we start our lesson for today, let's review our basic facts of the 2 times tables. 1 times 2 is the same as 2 times 1, and that is equal to 2. Very good. 2 times 2 is 4. Excellent. 3 times 2 is the same as 2 times 3, and that is equal to 6. Very good. 4 times 2 is the same as 2 times 4, and that is equal to, having technical difficulty in getting these cards separated. Hold on. There we go. That's equal to 8. Very good. 5 times 2 is the same as 2 times 5, and that's equal to 10. 6 times 2 is the same as 2 times 6, and that is equal to 12. 7 times 2 is the same as 2 times 7, and that is equal to 14. 8 times 2 is the same as 2 times 8. That's equal to 16. 9 times 2 is equal or the same as 2 times 9, and that's equal to, very good, 18. And last for today, 10 times 2 is the same as 2 times 10, and that is equal to 20. Very good. Why don't we practice by counting by twos? Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And we could go 2 more, 22, 24. Good. Now let's practice counting by fives. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 2 more, 55, 60. Excellent, boys and girls. Yesterday, or rather Friday, we learned about our 3 times tables. And let's see if we could count by threes together. Ready? 3, 6, 9, good, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, and 36. Beautiful job. So you guessed it, today we're working on our 4 times tables. And I have here a number line starting from 0, and I was able to do it until 24. And let's review what these parts of a multiplication equation are called. Don't forget, each number that you multiply are called what? Factors. So here 4 is a factor and 5 is a factor. And the answer to any multiplication problem is called a product. And that's what we're going to solve today. So in 4 times 5, 4 is the number of jumps that we're going to use. I'm going to bring it as close as possible. And 5 is the space in between. So we're going to start here. And we want 4 hops of 5. So we're going to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, starting at 0. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. Those are 2 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many hops is that? I'm going to fix this hop because this hop looks a little weak. There we go. So far we have 3 hops. Okay, how many more hops do we have to go? 2 more. So we're at 12. We're going to count. Remember, 5 is the number in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 16. We have 4 hops, and we have 1 more hop. From 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our answer is 20. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Now, what is the related fact? The related fact is 5 times 4 equals 20. And we know that that's the related fact because of the commutative property. 5 is a factor, 4 is a factor, 20 is the product. Okay, let's do one more using the 4 times tables. Remember, it's going to take me a little while simply because of all the little markings up here. So now I'm erasing the hops. Bye-bye, hops. Okay, beautiful. All right, let me just fix up this number line. Okay, so we're going to do, you see it? 4 times 3. Oh, I forgot to erase this one. Okay, very good. So 4 is the number of hops, and 3 is the space in between. Starting here, I'm going to use my pink. So we're going to do 1, 2. We're going to do from 1 is 1. Another one is 4. And how many hops we have now? 3. 4 times 3, and that number is 12. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 is a factor, 3 is a factor, 12 is the product. What is the related fact? The related fact is 3 times 4 equals 12. What's the fact? What are the factors here? Is 12 a factor? Yes or no? No. What is 12 called? 12 is the product. Is 3 a product? No. 3 is a factor. How about 4? Is 4 a product? No. 4 is the factor. Very good. Okay, I also want to have you work. I'm going to do an example of it. It's a little harder to do on a board, so I had to print something, and I'm going to have to hold it up with a magnet. My magnet fell, so I'm going to have to be off screen for a second in order to grab it. We're also going to use an array. The book, your book, uses an array to help us with our 4 times tables. And I'm just going to do one with you, because I just didn't want to print too many, but at least one for you to practice and watch the video, okay? And then the rest you could just do, oh, that was noisy. The rest you could just go ahead and do in your book. Okay, here we go. So I had to use a yellow marker. Let me prop this up a little bit. See if that helps. Let me make an adjustment. This isn't perfect. We're trying our best here. I think you guys are doing great. There we go. So I had to mark off the boxes because they're more than 10 on either side, and I only need 10 boxes to do this. Okay, so grab a couple of markers. I'm going to use blue. All right, so we're going to use the array. And I'm going to start. I'm going to take these are 2 rows, okay? 2 columns, rather. And that's 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep it that way, okay? This is for the 5 times table, but that's okay because we need to know them anyway, okay? So on the top, what number are we going to write on the top? How many columns? There are 2 columns. And how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 rows. So we're going to write 5 because there's 5 rows of 2 columns. And if we count the boxes, we're going to get 10. We could also count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. See that? Very simple. This is how you're going to use your array boxes, okay? Let's see if I could create another box within a box so that I have enough. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a box within a box so that we can do another one as an example. Okay, so just bear with me for 1 second. If I could get this. Use a different color so it's different. I didn't want to print too many of these. I am using my home computer, my printer, and when we went on lockdown the first time in March, I used up a lot of my ink, and I don't want to do that again. It's too much. Okay, ready? Okay, so I'm going to use my blue marker again, and this time I'm going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns, and I want to make, let's do 6 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I want to go ahead and fill that out. You're going to see this in your book. Okay. So what number are we going to write up here? How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. And how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows. Sorry about that. So we're going to write 6 times 4. And we could count up all the rows, all of the dots in the rows, or I could count by 4. The first one is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So 6 times 4 is 24. Now let's open up your books. We're on page 99. Whoa, 99 already. And you'll be completing 100. So that's amazing, boys and girls. We made it to pages 99 and 100. So number ones, we're going to skip count by 4, and we're going to write the missing numbers. Let's do that together. So if we're skip counting by 4, the first missing number is what? 4. So 4, 8. What's the next number? Skip count. The next number is 12. After 12, we have 4 more. 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. They gave us 24. So 24 plus 4 is 28. The next number is 32, 36, and the last one is 40. Good. So let's look at how we're going to work on number 2. We have there 2 problems. We have the repeated addition, and we also have a multiplication equation. So using addition, what repeated addition fact are we going to use? We have 2 hops of 4. So 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. How many hops are we doing to multiply? They are 2 hops, and the space in between each hop is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Very good. Let's do number 3 together. What repeated addition equation can we write? Well, there are 3 hops of 4. So we write 4 plus 4 plus 4, and that is equal to, very good, 12. We have 3 hops of 4, so 3 times 4 equals 12. Excellent. Okay, label the array and solve. This is now number 4. And we did number 4 on our sheet. It's the same one that we just did. Label the array. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to write the number 4 on the top. You're going to write the number 6 on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The equation is 6 times 4. And 6 times 4 is 24. Please do number 5 and 6 on your own. Pause the video, and I'll be waiting. Okay. So I trust that you did 4 through 6 on your own. Very good. Let's go on to number 7. Number 7. It's 4 times 8. So you're going to label on the top 4. On the side, you're going to write 8. How many squares are you going to color on the top? You're going to color, just like this one, 4. But on the side, how many are you going to make? 8. And then fill in the rest. Count up your squares. 4 times 8 is equal to 32. Good. Now, what is the related fact? What is the related fact? So, now we're going to do the same numbers. 4 times 8, but we're going to move them around. We're going to use the commutative property. So if I was to just switch this, basically, and write 6 on the top, let me use a different color. 6 and 4. You're going to write 8 in your page and 4 on the side. And you are writing 8 times 4 equals, and what does it equal? It equals 32. Good. Now let's do number 8. Now remember, if I'm going too fast, it's all right. You can go ahead, pause. You can go back anytime you want. You don't need to keep watching the video if you feel lost. Go back. Watch it again. Okay? Number 8. I'm going to read it aloud and you're going to follow along in your books. Jackson memorized Bible verses for 7 days. He memorized 4 verses each day. How many verses did he memorize? So you're going to use the array in the box for how many verses did he memorize each day? He memorized 4. So you are going to mark 4 columns. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in your book. And how many days did he do this for? He did it for 7 days. So on the side, you are going to write 7. And you're going to fill in all of those individual dots. The equation that you are going to write is 7 times 4 equals, count up all your dots, or count by 4s. 7 times 4 is equal to 28. Jackson memorized 28 verses. Excellent. So now you're working on page 100 on your own, and please don't forget to complete your math review book. Your math review book page is 97 and 98. Okay? You could do this after, you could do it later if you want to break from math, but this is very important, boys and girls. Okay, I hope you understood today's lesson, and see you later. Bye-bye.